God is saying this to you right now because heaven has not forgotten your name. I am not rushing you with fear, and I am not threatening you with loss. I am calling you with love because something sacred is unfolding around your life. If you feel this stirring in your heart, write Amen in the comments as a sign that you are ready to receive what I am about to place in your hands. Do not scroll past this moment, because this is not random, and it is not ordinary. I want you to understand clearly what this means. When I say heaven remembers you, I mean your tears, your silent prayers, and your hidden endurance have all been seen and recorded. Nothing you suffered was wasted, and nothing you endured went unnoticed. I am not operating on a clock that punishes you at midnight. I am operating through a promise that fulfills itself at the perfect time. Right now, I am aligning circumstances you cannot yet see. I am softening hearts that were once closed toward you. I am preparing opportunities that will meet you at the exact moment you are ready to step into them. This is why I am speaking so directly to you, because I do not want you to mistake silence for abandonment. There were days when you thought I had stepped back. There were nights when you wondered whether your prayers were hitting a ceiling. Yet even then, I was arranging what you could not arrange for yourself. I was protecting you from doors that looked golden but would have drained your spirit dry. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked in heaven's record. What is happening now is a shift in your season. The weight that has pressed on your chest is beginning to lift. The confusion that surrounded you is beginning to clear. The waiting that tested your faith is turning into preparation that strengthens your future. I need you steady, not anxious. I need you trusting, not panicking. I need you open, not guarded by past disappointments. Within the next stretch of your life, you will notice small signs first. A conversation will feel different. A decision will feel clearer. A path that once felt blocked will begin to open gently without force. This is how I move. I do not always arrive with thunder. Sometimes I arrive with peace that makes no logical sense. Sometimes I enter your situation through one simple breakthrough that quietly changes everything. If this resonates deep inside you, write 1,111 inches the comments as a declaration that you believe divine alignment is happening for you right now. You have carried more than you admit. You have smiled in front of people who never knew the battle inside your thoughts. You have shown strength when you felt fragile within. I saw all of it, and I am proud of the way you kept walking, even when you felt alone. The blessing coming to you is not only material, it is restoration. It is clarity. It is renewed confidence. It is favor surrounding you like a shield when you step into rooms that once intimidated you. I am restoring your inner stability first, because that is what will hold the external increase. I am healing the parts of you that doubted your worth. I am untangling the lies you believed about being less than others. You were never less. You were being shaped. There is a reason you felt different from the people around you. There is a reason certain environments never felt like home. I placed something distinct inside you, and it is time for that uniqueness to stop hiding. The doors meant for you will not require you to shrink. The relationships meant for you will not require you to beg. The path meant for you will not demand that you betray your values. You are stepping into a space where who you are is finally enough. I am asking you now to trust the process unfolding, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. Your timeline is not late. Your promise is not cancelled. Your future is not fragile. Every delay served a purpose. Every closed door redirected you. Every heartbreak strengthened your discernment. You are closer than you think to the turning point you have been praying for. Keep your heart soft. Keep your faith steady. Keep your focus lifted upward. I am with you in this moment. I am ahead of you in what is coming. And I am surrounding you in ways you do not even recognize yet. This is not about fear of losing a blessing. This is about confidence in receiving what was always designed for you. You learned to expect disappointment as a form of protection. You prepared yourself for loss before joy had a chance to arrive. That pattern kept you guarded, but it also kept you from fully receiving. I am gently removing that armor, because where you are going, you will not need it. The season ahead is not designed to harm you, but to establish you. There is growth happening inside you that no one else can measure. Your reactions are changing, even if slowly. Your discernment is sharpening, even if quietly. You are noticing red flags sooner and recognizing peace faster. This inner maturity is part of the blessing unfolding. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight, scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs. It rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. I want you to pause and acknowledge how far you have come. The version of you from a year ago would not have handled today's pressure with this much steadiness. That is not accidental progress. That is evidence of my hand strengthening you day by day. If you feel that growth within you, write 777 inches the comments as a sign that you see my work in your life. You are not the same person who once begged for validation. You are not the same soul who once tolerated less than you deserved. I have been rebuilding your identity from the inside out. I have been reminding you who you are in me. Confidence rooted in me cannot be shaken by opinion or rejection. The blessing ahead is not only about what you receive, but about who you become while receiving it. I am preparing you to carry influence with humility. I am shaping your character so that success does not distort your heart. I am grounding you so that increase does not create arrogance. What I give you will rest safely in your hands because your heart is anchored in mine. There are connections forming around you that will matter more than you realize. Some people will enter your life with clarity and calm energy. They will not compete with you or drain you. They will complement the assignment on your life. I am orchestrating divine alignment in ways that feel natural rather than forced. You will also sense certain shifts where old attachments begin to fade. That is not rejection. But redirection. I am separating you from what cannot go where you are going. Not everyone assigned to a past chapter is meant for the next one. Release will make room for elevation. The fear that used to whisper worst-case scenarios is losing its grip. You may still feel it at times, but it no longer controls your decisions. I am strengthening your inner voice so that it rises above anxiety. My peace is becoming louder than your doubt. This is how transformation takes root. Financial strain, emotional exhaustion, and relational confusion have all tested you. Yet none of those pressures erased your faith. You continued believing even when results were slow. You continued praying even when answers felt delayed. That persistence has positioned you for overflow. Overflow does not always mean excess. Sometimes it means sufficiency that removes constant stress. Sometimes it means stability that allows you to breathe freely again. Sometimes it means provision arriving exactly when it is needed. I know what kind of overflow your life requires. I am restoring what was drained from you in quiet ways. Your energy will feel lighter. Your sleep will become deeper. Your thoughts will grow clearer and less chaotic. This restoration is not loud, but it is powerful. You may soon notice doors opening that once seemed permanently shut. Opportunities that ignored you before will begin to respond differently. People who overlooked you will start to recognize your value. This is not about revenge or proving anyone wrong. This is about rightful positioning. When those moments arrive, stay humble and steady. Remember who carried you through hidden seasons. Remember who strengthened you when no applause existed. If you trust that I am leading you into rightful positioning, write 1010 inches, the comments as a declaration of that trust. I am also healing the parts of you that feared abandonment. You will not need to cling tightly to what is meant for you. What belongs in your life will remain without manipulation. What is secured by me does not require constant anxiety to maintain. This truth will free your heart. There is a courage rising inside you that surprises even you. You are speaking up more clearly. You are setting boundaries more confidently. You are choosing environments that respect your peace. That courage is a sign that you are stepping fully into your identity. Do not rush the unfolding. What I am building is sustainable, not temporary. I am more concerned with longevity than speed. Quick gains without foundation collapse easily. Steady growth rooted in me lasts for generations. I am proud of the resilience you have shown. I am pleased with the way you continued loving even after disappointment. I am honored by the way you kept believing even when you felt tired. Your faith has not been invisible in heaven. The chapter ahead will reflect the prayers you whispered when no one was listening. It will reflect the discipline you maintained when no one applauded. It will reflect the integrity you chose when compromise seemed easier. You are stepping into evidence that I was always working behind the scenes. Stay close to me in this new season. Let gratitude replace anxiety. Let expectation replace fear. Let hope replace exhaustion. For a long time, you underestimated what I placed inside you. You compared your beginning to someone else's middle. You questioned whether you were truly equipped for what you felt called toward. I never doubted you, not for a second. I formed you with intention. I allowed certain pressures to shape your endurance. I permitted certain delays to strengthen your patience. Nothing about your journey has been accidental. There were moments you thought you were being overlooked. You saw others move ahead while you felt stationary. What you did not realize was that I was reinforcing your foundation. I was deepening your roots so that when growth came, it would not topple you. The stability you are about to experience is connected to the depth you endured. You will not just rise quickly and fall quickly. You will stand firmly because your growth has been internal first. This is how lasting blessing is built. I also want you to release regret. There are choices you replay in your mind, wondering what would have happened if you chose differently. You carry those memories like quiet weights. I am telling you that even your missteps were woven into a greater plan. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual. Now, allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth, supported by 4 neuroscience labs. This easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations. It's all becoming possible, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I can redeem what you think disqualified you. I can restore what you believe was wasted. I can redirect paths that seemed permanently broken. Your story is not defined by one chapter. You are stepping into a season where restoration feels tangible. Broken confidence is being rebuilt. Lost opportunities are being replaced with better ones. Closed doors are being revealed as protection rather than punishment. I am strengthening your discernment so that you recognize what is truly for you. You will not be easily distracted by glittering illusions. You will sense peace as confirmation rather than chasing excitement. This maturity is part of the gift I am placing in your hands. If you feel a deep stirring that your life is shifting in a meaningful way, write 555 inches, the comments as a quiet act of faith. You may notice your circle beginning to change. Some relationships will grow distant without conflict. Others will deepen with unexpected warmth. This is alignment happening naturally. Do not cling to what is fading. Trust that I am making room for connections that support your calling. The right people will not compete with your light. They will celebrate it. I am also preparing you to carry visibility. There will be moments when your work, your voice, or your presence begins to receive attention. Remain grounded in humility. Remember that influence is a responsibility, not a trophy. The confidence rising within you is not arrogance. It is awareness of who you are becoming. You are no longer shrinking to fit into places that undervalue you. You are no longer silencing your intuition just to keep peace with dysfunction. That courage is evidence of healing. It is proof that fear is losing control. You are learning to trust your inner guidance because I am the one guiding it. Financial concerns that once consumed your thoughts will begin to ease. Provision may not always appear dramatically, but it will arrive consistently. I am teaching you stewardship along with blessing. What you manage with wisdom will multiply steadily. Your emotional health is also being restored. The anxiety that once tightened your chest will begin loosening its grip. The heaviness that lingered over your mornings will gradually lift. You will begin waking with expectation instead of dread. I am repairing your trust in me. Not because I failed you, but because pain distorted your perception. You questioned why certain things happened. You wondered why certain prayers seemed unanswered. In time, you will see that delays were protection. You will understand that silence was preparation. You will recognize that closed doors were mercy. Stay attentive to the small confirmations around you. A timely word, a peaceful decision, a door that opens without struggle. These are signs of alignment. I am not rushing you into chaos. I am guiding you into stability. What I am building in your life is designed to last beyond temporary excitement. There will be moments when doubt tries to rise again. That is normal. Growth does not erase memory overnight. But you are stronger now, and your faith is steadier. You have survived seasons that once felt unbearable. You have endured rejection that once felt defining. You have navigated confusion that once felt endless. Yet here you are, still standing, still believing, still hoping. That resilience is not small, it is sacred. You are closer than you think to visible breakthrough. Not the kind that explodes loudly, but the kind that settles deeply. A new sense of security, a new rhythm of peace, a new confidence in your direction. When that stability settles in, do not minimize it. Celebrate it quietly. Acknowledge that it is the fruit of endurance. If you trust that I am completing what I started in you, write 1,212 inches, the comments, as a declaration of that trust. You are not forgotten in heaven. Your name carries weight here. Your obedience, even in small things, matters. Continue choosing integrity when shortcuts appear tempting. Continue choosing kindness when bitterness feels easier. Continue choosing faith when fear whispers alternatives. I am walking ahead of you into rooms you have not entered yet. I am preparing conversations you have not had yet. I am arranging outcomes you cannot predict yet. Your responsibility is not to control the entire path. Your responsibility is to take the next faithful step. The season ahead will reveal how deeply I have been working beneath the surface. It will confirm that your patience was not in vain. It will show you that nothing surrendered to me was ever truly lost. Stand tall in this unfolding chapter. Keep your heart open. Keep your focus steady. I am with you in the quiet growth. I am with you in the visible victories. I am with you in every transition between. There is a deeper level of surrender I am inviting you into now. Not surrender born from exhaustion, but surrender rooted in trust. You have tried to control outcomes because you were afraid of being disappointed again. You tightened your grip on situations believing that vigilance would prevent pain. I am gently teaching you that peace comes from release, not control. When you release what you cannot manage, you make space for me to move fully. Control creates tension in your spirit. Trust creates room for miracles to unfold naturally. I am not asking you to be passive. I am asking you to be confident that I am capable. You have been carrying responsibilities that were never meant to rest entirely on your shoulders. You stepped into roles of strength because you felt no one else would. You became the dependable one, the resilient one, the one who rarely breaks. I saw the quiet fatigue behind that strength. Now I am restoring balance in your life. I'm bringing support where you once felt alone. I am placing reinforcement where you once felt stretched thin. You will not always have to be the strong one without relief. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe, proven by neuroscience. This 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This next season will teach you how to receive. You are good at giving, at serving, at supporting others. Yet when it comes to accepting help or kindness, you hesitate. That hesitation is dissolving. You deserve support. You deserve encouragement. You deserve relationships where you are not the only one pouring out. If you feel ready to receive what I am placing around you, write 222 inches. The comments as a quiet step of openness. I am also healing your relationship with time. You often feel behind as if you missed a window. You compare your journey to others and question your pace. I need you to understand that your timing has been intentional. There were lessons you needed that could not be rushed. There were strengths that had to be developed privately. There were patterns that needed breaking before expansion could happen. You're not late. The doors opening now are opening because you are prepared for them. Had they opened earlier, you might have sabotaged them from insecurity or fear. Now, you carry more wisdom. Now, you move with discernment rather than impulse. I am aligning resources in ways that will feel steady instead of chaotic. Opportunities will not demand you compromise your peace. Growth will not require you to abandon your values. Advancement will not cost you your integrity. That is how you will know it is from me. You are also stepping into emotional clarity. The confusion you once felt about certain people is fading. You see patterns more clearly now. You sense energy shifts more accurately. Trust that awareness. I sharpened it within you. Not every invitation deserves your presence. Not every opportunity deserves your yes. You have permission to choose peace over pressure. In the days ahead, you will notice moments where you respond differently than you would have before. You will pause instead of reacting. You clear's throat will evaluate instead of assuming. You will speak calmly instead of defensively. That shift is maturity taking root. You have grown through fire, but you did not become hardened. That is a victory. You endured pain without becoming cruel. You experienced betrayal without losing your capacity to love. That softness is strength, not weakness. I am also restoring joy in simple things. Laughter will return more freely. Gratitude will come more naturally. The heaviness that lingered in your spirit will lighten. Joy is not dependent on perfect circumstances. It is anchored in awareness of my presence. As you become more conscious of me in everyday life, joy will feel less fragile. Financial stability will continue to build gradually. I am teaching you consistency over quick bursts. Sustainable blessing requires wise handling. Do not despise small progress. Small steps compound over time. Small obedience leads to significant breakthrough. There will be a moment soon when you realize you are no longer surviving. You are living. That awareness will surprise you. You will recognize that anxiety no longer dictates your mornings. You will notice that fear no longer dominates your decisions. You will sense a steadiness that once felt unreachable. That steadiness is evidence of my faithfulness. If you believe I am guiding you into lasting stability, write 999 inches the comments as a declaration of faith. Continue protecting your peace. Continue choosing environments that align with your growth. Continue prioritizing your spiritual health. I am not finished shaping you. I am refining your confidence so that it remains humble. I am refining your ambition so that it remains aligned. I am refining your desires so that they reflect purpose rather than pressure. There will be confirmations along the way, subtle reassurances, timely provisions, unexpected encouragement. Do not overlook them. Each one is a reminder that you are not navigating alone. The road ahead may still include challenges, but they will not feel overwhelming as before. You are stronger now. Your faith is deeper. Your perspective is clearer. When obstacles appear, you will handle them with calm rather than panic. You will respond with strategy rather than fear. You will lean on me rather than isolating yourself. This is growth made visible. You are becoming someone who trusts me without constant signs. Someone who believes without needing immediate proof. Someone who moves forward with confidence, even when details are still forming. That level of faith carries weight in heaven. Stay consistent in prayer. Stay grounded in gratitude. Stay attentive to my guidance. I am leading you into a chapter where your inner world and outer world begin to align. No more pretending strength while feeling broken. No more smiling outwardly while collapsing inwardly. There were opportunities that looked impressive on the surface. They seemed like quick answers to long prayers, yet beneath that surface, they carried instability and compromise. I saw what you could not see, and I guarded you, even when you misunderstood my silence. You must understand that my protection does not always feel comfortable. Sometimes protection feels like rejection. Sometimes redirection feels like loss. But what I am doing now is proving that nothing meant for you can be stolen. The stability coming into your life will not require constant maintenance through fear. You will not have to fight to hold on to it. What I establish will be sustained by grace, not anxiety. This is the difference between striving and receiving. I am teaching you the power of alignment. When you are aligned with me, things flow differently. Decisions feel clearer. Relationships feel balanced. Work feels purposeful rather than draining. You have spent years trying to make certain pieces fit. You tried adjusting yourself to match environments that were never designed for you. That struggle is ending. You are stepping into spaces where you do not have to shrink to belong. Your voice will not be too much. Your standards will not be unreasonable. Your boundaries will not be criticized. That shift alone will change how you experience life. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now, endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs. It reprograms your brain to attract. People once broke are now living their dream lives. Luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There is also healing happening in your thoughts. The internal dialogue that once criticized you relentlessly is softening. You are learning to speak to yourself with compassion instead of condemnation. That is growth you once thought impossible. I am rewriting the narrative inside your mind. Instead of replaying failure, you are remembering resilience. Instead of magnifying mistakes, you are acknowledging progress. This mental renewal is preparing you for greater responsibility. If you sense that your mindset is changing in a way that feels healthier and stronger, write 1,515 inches in the comments as a declaration of growth. I am also strengthening your sense of purpose. You no longer feel as lost as you once did. Even if the full picture is not visible yet, you can feel direction beginning to form. That quiet confidence is my guidance working inside you. Purpose does not always arrive through a dramatic revelation. Often, it develops through consistent obedience. It forms as you take small, faithful steps each day. It becomes stronger as you choose integrity again and again. You are closer to clarity than you realize. Financial progress will continue unfolding in practical ways. I am not only blessing you spiritually, but also equipping you to manage resources with wisdom. Your discipline will meet opportunity at the right time. What once felt scarce will begin to feel manageable. Do not compare your journey to someone else's highlight. Comparison distorts gratitude. Your path has been customized. I am also restoring trust in your ability to choose well. For a while, you doubted your own judgment. Past disappointments made you question your instincts. Now you are regaining confidence in your discernment. That restoration matters. As you step forward, you will notice fewer chaotic disruptions. Drama that once surrounded you will begin losing access. You are learning not to engage in battles that drain you unnecessarily. Peace is becoming your priority. Peace is not weakness. It is strength under control. The courage inside you is becoming quieter, but deeper. You no longer need to prove yourself loudly. You do not need validation from every direction. You are becoming secure in who you are. That security is attractive in ways you do not yet understand. People will begin responding to your steadiness. Opportunities will be drawn toward your reliability. Stability invites trust. You are also learning to forgive more freely. Not because what happened was acceptable, but because carrying bitterness exhausted you. Forgiveness is freeing your energy for growth. It is releasing you from emotional chains. I see how difficult that has been for you. I see the memories that still sting, but I also see your willingness to heal instead of harden. That willingness honors me. If you trust that I am restoring what was wounded in you, write 1,717 inches the comments as a sign of faith. There will be a moment soon when you look back on this season and realize how important it was. You will see that this was the turning point, not because everything changed overnight, but because you changed internally. Internal change creates lasting external impact. Continue building healthy habits. Continue guarding your time wisely. Continue investing in your growth quietly. The progress may not always look dramatic, but it is steady. I am aligning long-term stability in areas that once felt unpredictable: housing, career direction, relationships, emotional health. These areas are being strengthened beneath the surface. Do not rush the construction process. Foundations take time. You are no longer operating from survival. You are stepping into intentional living. Decisions are being made from clarity instead of fear. That shift will ripple into every part of your life. You will notice gratitude rising more naturally. You will notice more confidence when you speak. You will notice more calm when facing uncertainty. These are signs that my peace is anchoring you. I am not measuring your progress against anyone else. I am measuring your growth against who you used to be. And you have grown. Stay patient with yourself. Stay close to me. Stay open to the next step I reveal. The chapter ahead is not about dramatic rescue. It is about established blessing. It is about sustained favor. It is about living from assurance instead of panic. You are being positioned for longevity, not just momentary success. You are stepping into refinement that will strengthen every area of your life. This is not punishment, and it is not correction driven by anger. It is shaping driven by love. I am refining your motives, so what you build carries integrity. I am refining your focus, so distractions lose their power over you. There were seasons when you chased what looked impressive. You felt pressured to achieve quickly and prove yourself constantly. That pressure created exhaustion instead of fulfillment. I am breaking that cycle now. Your worth was never tied to performance. Your value was never dependent on applause. You do not have to exhaust yourself to be significant in my eyes. Resting in who you are is part of the blessing unfolding. I am teaching you how to move with intention instead of urgency. Urgency fueled by fear leads to mistakes. Intention guided by wisdom leads to stability. The difference will become clear. As you continue walking with me, you may notice that certain ambitions are shifting. Goals that once consumed, you may feel less urgent. New desires that reflect deeper meaning may begin to rise. That is not confusion. It is alignment. I am aligning your desires with purpose. When your desires align with purpose, fulfillment feels steady rather than temporary. You will no longer chase what drains you. You will invest in what strengthens you. If you feel your priorities changing in a healthy way, write 1,919 inches the comments as a declaration that you are embracing alignment. There is also healing taking place in your family dynamics. Old misunderstandings are being softened. Conversations that once felt impossible will begin to open gently. I am restoring communication where silence once dominated. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to know the secret before it's gone forever. Not every relationship will return to what it was, and that is acceptable. Some bonds are meant to transform rather than revert. What matters is that your heart remains free from resentment. I am protecting your emotional boundaries more clearly now. You are learning that compassion does not require self-abandonment. You are understanding that love can exist alongside healthy limits. That balance is maturity. In your work, you will begin sensing renewed confidence. Skills that once felt uncertain will become sharper. Ideas that once seemed risky will feel achievable. I am increasing your competence alongside your character. Opportunities will appear that match your growth. They will not demand you compromise your values. They will not require you to shrink your identity. They will respect the integrity you carry. This is how you will recognize my hand. You are also becoming more comfortable with solitude. What once felt lonely now feels peaceful. Time alone no longer scares you because you are discovering your own depth. I am meeting you in that quiet space. Solitude has strengthened your discernment. It has clarified your thoughts. It has allowed healing to take root without distraction. Do not underestimate the power of that inner work. There will be days when progress feels slow again. That does not mean regression. Growth often unfolds quietly before it becomes visible. Stay consistent in small disciplines. Continue choosing honesty. Continue choosing patience. Continue choosing faithfulness in ordinary moments. Ordinary faithfulness builds extraordinary outcomes. You are also learning not to internalize every setback. A delay no longer feels like failure. A closed door no longer feels like rejection. Your perspective is stabilizing. That stability will carry you through future challenges with greater confidence financially. You will continue building wisdom. You are becoming more strategic. You are making decisions that reflect long-term thinking. What once felt unpredictable will begin to feel manageable. I am not only increasing provision, I am increasing understanding. You will sense a new courage when speaking your vision. You will articulate your ideas with clarity rather than hesitation. That boldness will attract the right collaborations. If you believe I am strengthening your voice for the season ahead, write 333 inches, the comments as a sign of faith. Do not be surprised when people begin recognizing your growth. Some will be inspired by it. Others may feel uncomfortable. Stay humble and steady. Your transformation is not for competition. It is for fulfillment. I am also restoring your physical energy. Fatigue that lingered without explanation will begin to ease. Your body will respond to rest more effectively. Your motivation will feel lighter rather than forced. Healing is happening holistically. There will be confirmations that you are on the right path, a sense of peace during decisions, unexpected encouragement from others, small successes that build momentum. These are reminders that you are not walking blindly. You are becoming someone who trusts the process rather than demanding immediate results. That patience will multiply your success. Remember that my guidance is steady. I do not change direction impulsively. When I position you, it is intentional. The stability you are experiencing now is preparation for influence. Influence does not always mean public recognition. It can mean impacting one life deeply. It can mean leading quietly within your circle. What matters is obedience. Continue seeking wisdom rather than validation. Continue choosing growth rather than comfort. Continue leaning into my presence whenever uncertainty appears. You are no longer defined by your past limitations. You are defined by the resilience that grew through them. Keep walking with confidence. Keep guarding your peace. Keep nurturing the transformation taking place within you. You are learning that discipline protects your future. Small daily commitments are building a strength that dramatic efforts never could. What you repeat consistently is shaping who you are becoming. I am honoring your quiet perseverance. There were habits that once distracted you from your potential. Some were subtle and seemed harmless, yet they drained time and focus away from what truly mattered. You are becoming more aware of those patterns and gently replacing them with healthier rhythms. This is maturity unfolding naturally. I am also expanding your capacity to carry responsibility. What once felt overwhelming will begin to feel manageable. You are developing structure where chaos once ruled. You are learning to prioritize without guilt. You no longer feel forced to say yes to everything. You understand that boundaries protect your energy. That clarity is positioning you for sustainable progress. If you sense that I am strengthening your discipline and focus, write 444 inches, the comments as a declaration that you are ready for greater responsibility. In your relationships, you are becoming less reactive and more thoughtful. You pause before responding. You choose your words with care. You are no longer driven by the need to win every argument. Peace has become more valuable than being right. This shift will preserve the connections that truly matter. It will also naturally distance you from unnecessary conflict. Not every disagreement requires your participation. You are learning emotional intelligence through experience. Every misunderstanding taught you something about patience. Every difficult conversation refined your communication. Growth often comes through uncomfortable interactions. I am also strengthening your faith in quiet ways. You no longer demand dramatic signs to believe I am working. You are recognizing my presence in small details, a calm feeling before a decision, a sudden clarity after prayer. This quiet confidence is powerful. Financially, you are building habits that reflect wisdom. You are thinking beyond the present moment. You are planning instead of only reacting. What once felt unpredictable is becoming structured. This structure will create freedom instead of restriction. You may soon notice increased opportunities to collaborate. People will recognize your reliability. They will sense your steadiness. Trust is built through consistency, and you are becoming trustworthy in visible ways. Do not let pride interfere with humility. Stay grounded. Stay grateful. I am also deepening your compassion. You understand pain differently now because you have lived through it. You do not judge struggles lightly. You extend grace more naturally. That compassion will allow you to influence others in a positive way. What if one quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this simple at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations. It is all happening for real people. But the government could remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There are also creative ideas beginning to form within you. Concepts that once felt distant are becoming clearer. I am sharpening your vision so that you can act confidently when the time is right. Do not rush implementation. Allow clarity to mature. You are also becoming more protective of your mental space. Negative voices no longer have the same access. You are filtering what you consume. You are guarding your focus. That protection is wisdom. If you trust that I am building mental and emotional resilience within you, write 666 inches. The comments as a sign of belief in your growth. Your physical health is also benefiting from this discipline. You are listening to your body more attentively. Rest feels purposeful rather than lazy. Movement feels empowering rather than forced. Balance is emerging. You may reflect on past versions of yourself and feel gratitude for how far you have come. That gratitude fuels momentum. It reminds you that transformation is possible. I am aligning long-term stability in your career path. Skills you have developed quietly will soon find meaningful application. Recognition will follow preparation. Do not underestimate preparation. You are also releasing unrealistic expectations. Perfection is no longer your standard. Progress is. This shift reduces pressure and increases joy. Joy makes growth sustainable. There will be moments when you face minor setbacks. Do not interpret them as failure. They are adjustments, not defeats. You are equipped to adapt. I am also strengthening your spiritual endurance. Faith is no longer just emotional inspiration. It is a daily choice, a grounded conviction. That conviction will anchor you when circumstances fluctuate. You are learning to trust the process without constant reassurance. You are becoming comfortable with gradual improvement. You understand that lasting success is built patiently. This understanding will protect you from impulsive decisions. Continue choosing environments that nurture your growth. Continue investing time wisely. Continue cultivating gratitude. The steadiness forming in you will become your greatest asset. When others face instability, your calm presence will stand out. When others panic, your thoughtful response will lead. Influence often begins with composure. You are being positioned quietly for impact. Do not compare your pace to anyone else's. What I am building in you is customized. Your timeline reflects your preparation. You are not behind. You are developing. The season ahead will reward your consistency. Small efforts will compound. Relationships will deepen. Opportunities will expand gradually. Trust the accumulation of disciplined steps. I am proud of your willingness to grow. I am pleased with your commitment to change. I am guiding you toward lasting establishment. Keep walking forward steadily. Keep choosing wisdom. Keep believing that what is unfolding is intentional. You are now moving into a stretch of life where inner peace will become your anchor instead of outer validation. There was a time when approval from others determined your mood, compliments lifted you, and criticism crushed you. That instability is fading because your identity is settling in me. When your identity is rooted in truth, outside noise loses authority. You are learning to evaluate yourself through a healthier lens. You no longer magnify flaws while ignoring strengths. You are acknowledging growth without arrogance. That balance is a sign of maturity. There were words spoken over you in the past that lingered longer than they should have. Some were careless. Some were harsh. Some were rooted in misunderstanding. I am removing the weight of those words from your spirit. You are not who they said you were in moments of anger or ignorance. You are who I created you to be. That truth is stabilizing your confidence. If you feel freedom from old labels rising within you, write 888 inches the comments as a declaration that you are embracing your true identity. I am also strengthening your patience. There were times when waiting felt unbearable. You questioned whether progress was happening at all. Now you are seeing that growth often occurs beneath the surface before it becomes visible. Patience has refined your character. It has softened impulsive tendencies. It has deepened your trust. You are becoming someone who can hold long-term vision without losing heart. That ability will distinguish you in seasons where others give up prematurely. In your work, you will notice increased clarity. Decisions that once felt overwhelming will feel organized. Tasks that once felt scattered will feel structured. I am bringing order where there was once fragmentation. Order produces momentum. You are also experiencing emotional balance more consistently. Extreme highs and lows are stabilizing. You are responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. That steadiness will protect your relationships. People will begin noticing your calm presence. They may not understand the journey that shaped it, but they will feel its effect. Stability attracts trust. I am aligning meaningful connections that reflect your growth. These relationships will not drain your energy. They will encourage your development. Mutual respect will define them. Do not cling to connections that feel misaligned. Release with grace. Financially, you are becoming more strategic. You are learning to plan with foresight rather than fear. I am guiding you toward decisions that build security gradually. Security built patiently will last. You may soon face opportunities that require courage. They will stretch you slightly beyond your comfort zone. Remember that growth often feels unfamiliar at first. You are capable. I am strengthening your ability to communicate clearly. Your words will carry weight. You will articulate your thoughts with confidence. This clarity will open doors for collaboration and advancement. Continue refining your skills. Continue practicing discipline. The confidence growing inside you is no longer fragile. It does not crumble under minor criticism. It does not inflate with praise. It remains steady. That steadiness reflects transformation. You are also becoming more forgiving towards yourself. Past mistakes no longer replay endlessly. You are accepting that growth includes missteps. This self-compassion is freeing your energy for progress. If you believe I am building unshakable confidence within you, write 1,313 inches the comments as a sign of faith in your development. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be days when challenges arise unexpectedly. Approach them calmly. You are no longer the person who panics at disruption. You are equipped to adapt wisely. Your resilience has been tested repeatedly. Each test strengthened you. Each obstacle refined you. I am also restoring joy in your accomplishments. You once minimized your achievements. You brushed aside progress as insignificant. Now you are learning to celebrate milestones. Celebration fuels motivation. You are protecting your peace more intentionally. You choose what deserves your energy. You decline what threatens your stability. That discernment is strength. As you continue forward, you will notice less chaos surrounding you. Drama will lose access. Stability will feel normal rather than rare. This is establishment happening quietly. You are becoming someone who trusts me without needing constant reassurance. Faith is no longer dependent on visible proof. It is rooted in experience. Experience has taught you that I am faithful. Continue nurturing gratitude. Continue practicing consistency. Continue guarding your thoughts. The life unfolding before you is not temporary relief. It is sustainable growth. It is structured progress. It is steady blessing. You are no longer striving to prove your worth. You are living from assurance. Keep walking confidently. Keep speaking truth over yourself. Keep aligning your decisions with wisdom. I am anchoring you firmly so that what I establish in this season will endure beyond temporary circumstances. There were seasons when you mistook loud confidence for security. You believed that if you projected certainty, doubt would disappear. Yet real security does not come from projection. It comes from alignment. I am aligning your inner convictions with your outward actions. You are no longer divided between who you are privately and who you present publicly. Integrity is becoming natural rather than forced. That wholeness will bring deep peace. You are also learning that not every battle deserves your energy. In the past, you felt compelled to defend yourself constantly. You believed silence meant weakness. Now you recognize that discernment means choosing when to engage. Peaceful restraint is wisdom. There is maturity in knowing when to step back. There is power in refusing to entertain negativity. You are growing beyond the need to respond to every opinion. This shift will protect your focus. If you feel yourself becoming calmer and more grounded than before, write 1,414 inches. The comments as a declaration that you are embracing emotional stability. I am also strengthening your long-term vision. You are no longer thinking only about immediate results. You are considering the impact of your choices years ahead. That foresight is preparation for leadership. Leadership does not always mean a title. It means influence through example. Your discipline, your patience, and your integrity are shaping others quietly. in your personal life. I am deepening authenticity. You are becoming more comfortable expressing your true thoughts. You are no longer pretending agreement to avoid discomfort. Honest communication is replacing silent resentment. That honesty will bring healthier relationships. Financially, I am continuing to refine your stewardship. You are learning the value of moderation. You are distinguishing between desire and necessity. This awareness is building stability that will support future expansion. Expansion without wisdom collapses quickly. There may be moments when old insecurities attempt to resurface. They may whisper that you are not ready or not capable. Recognize those thoughts without accepting them. You are equipped. I am also strengthening your spiritual awareness. You are sensing my guidance more clearly. You notice subtle nudges directing your decisions. This sensitivity will increase as you remain attentive. You are no longer dependent on dramatic signs. Quiet conviction is enough. There will soon be confirmation that your discipline has not been in vain. An opportunity will reflect your preparation. A conversation will affirm your growth. A result will mirror your persistence. Celebrate it humbly. You are also becoming more resilient under pressure. Stress that once overwhelmed you now feels manageable. You approach challenges strategically instead of emotionally. That composure is progress. If you trust that I am shaping you into someone steady and wise, write 1,616 inches in the comments as a sign of faith in your transformation. Your health is benefiting from this stability as well. You are listening to your limits. You are balancing effort with rest. You are understanding that sustainability requires rhythm. Rhythm creates endurance. I am aligning mentors and supporters who recognize your potential. They will offer guidance without control. They will encourage without competition. Receive their wisdom. You are also becoming more selective about your environment. You understand that atmosphere influences growth. You are choosing spaces that nurture rather than drain you. That awareness protects your future. There may be temporary challenges ahead, but they will not destabilize you. You have built a foundation strong enough to withstand them. Preparation is revealing its value. You are learning to trust timing. Impatience is losing its grip. You understand that some outcomes require careful development. This patience will reward you. Continue investing in your skills. Continue refining your character. Continue practicing gratitude. The chapter unfolding is about longevity. It is about building something that lasts beyond fleeting success. It is about influence rooted in integrity. You are no longer chasing validation. You are pursuing alignment. Alignment creates clarity. Clarity creates confidence. Confidence creates stability. I am proud of the growth I see in you. I am pleased with your willingness to change. I am guiding you steadily toward lasting establishment. You are stepping into a depth of confidence that is no longer loud or fragile. It does not need to announce itself. It does not need constant reassurance. It stands quietly because it is rooted in truth. That truth is this: you are guided, you are supported, and you are not navigating your future alone. There was a time when uncertainty felt threatening. You needed clear outcomes before you felt safe moving forward. Now you are learning that faith does not require every detail in advance. You are becoming comfortable taking the next step without seeing the entire staircase. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has now come to light, revealing a brain-hacking ritual that draws in wealth like magic. It only takes 7 seconds. You can do it at home. And it's supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are ditching debt and living in luxury right now. But this information won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. That is growth you once thought impossible. I am strengthening your tolerance for uncertainty in a healthy way. Not by leaving you confused, but by teaching you trust. Trust does not eliminate questions, EV, but it removes panic. You are no longer ruled by worst-case thinking. Instead, you are grounded in expectation of good. If you sense that fear is losing its control over your decisions, write 1,818 inches the comments as a declaration that you are choosing trust. You are also developing emotional independence. You do not rely on constant approval to feel secure. You are capable of affirming yourself through truth rather than waiting for others to validate you. That independence will protect your peace. There were relationships where you felt you had to earn affection. You overextended yourself trying to prove worth. That pattern is dissolving. You now understand that healthy connection does not require self-sacrifice at the cost of identity. You can love fully without abandoning yourself. That balance is wisdom. I am also increasing your clarity about purpose. God says, do not ignore this warning. This is urgent. A great danger is forming near your path. So, listen to God now, before the moment passes. Do not skip. Stop and breathe, because I am speaking directly to you. And this is not random noise passing through your day. You feel a pull in your spirit right now because I am warning you from love, not from fear. If you believe I am reaching you in this very moment, come on. Amen. Do not scroll away, because what you are about to understand can protect you from pain and position you for the miracle that follows obedience. I am not trying to frighten you. I am trying to prepare you so that what was meant to shake you will not be able to break you. When I say a tragedy is coming your way, I am revealing that a storm is forming around decisions, relationships, and hidden dangers you cannot yet see. This is an emergency in the spirit, because delays, distractions, and stubbornness could place you exactly where harm intends to strike. I am calling you to listen closely so you can adjust your steps and avoid what the enemy has planned. Within the next season of your life, events will begin unfolding quickly, and only those who remain alert to my voice will move safely through them. Before you go any further, press like on this video as a sign that you are choosing to stay attentive and aligned with my protection. The tragedy I speak of is not only physical harm, but also emotional collapse, financial strain, and betrayal that has been quietly forming behind your back. There are conversations happening about you that you have not heard, and there are choices being considered that could affect your stability. I see the trap clearly, even if you do not. And that is why I am interrupting your routine today. I want you to pause, reflect, and refuse to act in haste over the next few days. Your safety will depend on patience and discernment rather than impulse and pride. You have been moving quickly, trying to solve everything with your own strength. But I need you to slow down and let me guide your steps. A rushed decision could open a door that may be difficult to close later. Someone close to you may unintentionally lead you into a situation that carries risk, not because they hate you, but because they lack wisdom. I am asking you to examine every invitation, every agreement, and every promise that sounds too urgent or too good to be true. When you feel pressure, that is your signal to step back and seek my counsel first. This emergency is spiritual before it becomes visible. And that means prayer is your shield and obedience is your escape route. Spend quiet time with me before making any major move, especially concerning money or travel. Avoid heated arguments that could escalate beyond words and create lasting damage. Guard your tongue, because careless speech could ignite conflict at the worst possible moment. I am surrounding you with protection, but you must remain inside the boundaries I set for you. There is also a hidden blessing within this warning, because awareness will save you from loss and position you for increase. What was meant to destroy you will instead expose who truly stands with you and who does not. I will use this near tragedy to refine your judgment and strengthen your faith. The fear you feel right now will transform into confidence once you see how I divert danger away from your path. Trust that I am not predicting your downfall, but preventing it. Pay attention to sudden changes in plans, cancelled meetings, or delays that frustrate you, because some of them will be my intervention. What you may call inconvenience will actually be protection in disguise. Do not chase after what slips away during this period, because some doors are closing to shield you. I need you to resist the urge to force outcomes that I am quietly rearranging. Surrender will keep you safe, where stubborn ambition could place you at risk. You are chosen, and that is why the enemy has studied your patterns and weaknesses. The coming danger was designed to exploit exhaustion, distraction, and emotional vulnerability. Strengthen your boundaries now by resting properly and stepping back from draining influences. Refuse to share personal plans with those who have proven careless with your trust. I am teaching you that discretion and discipline will become your armor in this critical time. As the days unfold, you may sense tension rising around you. But remember that I am already ahead of what is forming. I will send subtle signs, inner nudges, and even unexpected advice through unlikely voices to steer you away from harm. Do not ignore those gentle warnings, because they are my hand guiding you. Write 777 inches the comments as a declaration that you trust my protection over your life. Your agreement with me activates a deeper level of covering that the enemy cannot penetrate. In the coming days, you will notice subtle pressure to react quickly in a situation that feels urgent. Someone may demand an answer from you before you feel ready, or an opportunity may appear that seems impossible to delay. That urgency will be the very sign that caution is required. I am asking you to choose wisdom over speed and discernment over excitement. A single paused response could prevent months of regret. There is also a relational storm that has been quietly gathering strength. Misunderstandings that were ignored in the past may try to resurface with sharper intensity. Words spoken in frustration could create cracks that are difficult to repair. I'm calling you to answer softly. Even when emotions rise around you, peaceful restraint will dismantle what conflict tries to build. Financial pressure may also attempt to push you into risky decisions. An offer may promise quick relief, but hide long-term burden beneath its surface. I see the fine details that you cannot yet see. And that is why I urge you to slow down. Do not sign what you have not fully understood. And do not borrow what you are not certain you can return. Patience will protect your stability more than desperation ever could. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may feel moments of fear as these warnings echo in your thoughts. That fear is not meant to paralyze you, but to awaken your senses. I am not announcing unavoidable disaster. I am inviting you into partnership so that disaster is avoided. When you cooperate with my guidance, the path shifts beneath your feet. What was planned against you begins to collapse before it reaches you. In quiet moments, I want you to pray not only for protection, but for clarity. Ask me to sharpen your hearing so that you recognize my direction immediately. The more time you spend in my presence, the more confident you will become in distinguishing wisdom from impulse. This is not about hiding from life, but about walking through it with divine awareness. Your safety increases when your spirit is aligned with mine. You may notice certain people drifting away during this season. Do not chase them in fear of loneliness. Some separations are part of my protection plan. I remove distractions and unhealthy attachments before greater harm can come through them. What feels like loss now may later reveal itself as rescue. I also need you to take care of your body and mind during this period. Exhaustion weakens judgment and makes you vulnerable to manipulation. Rest is not laziness, but preparation. When you are physically and emotionally balanced, you see more clearly and respond more wisely. Strength in small daily habits becomes strength in critical moments. There may be a sudden change in schedule that frustrates you deeply. Plans may fall apart without clear explanation. Instead of reacting in anger, pause and consider that I may be redirecting you. Delays can be divine shields. When something does not move as expected, ask me what I am preventing rather than complaining about what you are missing. I want you to understand that the enemy often disguises traps as blessings. Not everything that shines carries my approval. Discernment will be your compass when appearance. Measure opportunities not by how exciting they seem, but by the peace you feel when you bring them before me. True direction will come with steady calm, not restless urgency. You are not alone in this preparation. My angels are surrounding areas of your life that you do not even think about. Conversations that could have damaged your reputation are being softened. Accidents that could have caused harm are being delayed or diverted. I am actively working behind scenes that you cannot see. Protection is already unfolding while you are still learning about it. Do not allow anxiety to grow louder than faith. Anxiety imagines worst outcomes without remembering my power. Faith remembers that I am greater than any approaching storm. When you choose to trust, you step into a covering that fear cannot access. Peace becomes your shield, and clarity becomes your weapon. Write 555 inches the comments as a declaration that you are stepping into alignment with my guidance. This act of agreement is not superstition, but a symbol of your willingness to cooperate with me. Your obedience strengthens your awareness. Each time you choose faith over panic, you weaken the power of what tries to harm you. Agreement with me closes doors that were opening in the wrong direction. The tragedy that once seemed certain is now facing resistance because you are not walking blindly anymore. Small adjustments you make today will create major shifts tomorrow. A cancelled trip, a delayed purchase, or a quiet refusal may feel insignificant, yet they will block greater loss. You will not always understand immediately why I told you to wait. Later, you will look back and see the danger you stepped around. Remember that my warnings always carry love at their core. I do not threaten my children. I teach them. I do not frighten you into obedience. I invite you into protection, even when my words sound serious. They are wrapped in care. I would rather interrupt your comfort than watch you walk into harm. Stay attentive in prayer during the early morning or late evening when your mind is calm. Those are moments when my direction will feel clearest. Reduce noise that distracts your focus and limit influences that stir confusion. Quiet reflection will strengthen your inner compass. The more grounded you are in me, the less shaken you will be by sudden changes. You are being trained through this warning. You are learning that sensitivity to my voice is more valuable than reacting to external pressure. This lesson will serve you far beyond this specific season. Future storms will not catch you unprepared because you are developing discernment now. What feels like tension today is shaping resilience for tomorrow. I see the courage growing inside you as you listen instead of dismissing this call. You are not weak for taking caution seriously. Wisdom is not fear. It is strength under guidance. You are proving that you value preservation over pride. That humility will keep you safe in ways arrogance never could. Continue walking carefully, but do not walk anxiously. Keep your heart open, but guard your boundaries. Move forward, but do so with prayerful awareness. I am not removing you from life. I am teaching you how to navigate it wisely. The approaching storm will lose its force because you chose to listen instead of ignore. As this season continues, you will begin to see how small choices create large protection. What once felt like an ordinary day will now carry deeper awareness. You will notice your instincts sharpening and your patience increasing. That is my spirit, training you to move with care. The tragedy that was forming depended on you remaining distracted. But distraction is losing its hold over you. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money, struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot, supported by science and 4 elite labs. This home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners, but this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. There will be a moment soon when you feel strongly about saying yes to something that promises relief. It may seem like a quick solution to a problem that has been weighing on your heart. I am asking you to test that feeling before acting on it. Not every open door is meant for you to walk through. Some doors open only to reveal whether you will choose wisdom over impulse. You may also sense tension rising in a family or work situation. A misunderstanding could easily grow if pride enters the conversation. I want you to practice restraint even when you feel justified in defending yourself. Calm words will dismantle escalation before it gains strength. The tragedy I warned you about could easily grow from unresolved conflict if humility is ignored. I am guiding you to pay attention to patterns that you previously dismissed. Repeated delays, repeated arguments, or repeated financial strain are not random. They are signals that something requires adjustment. When you notice repetition, pause and reflect instead of reacting automatically. Awareness transforms patterns into lessons rather than disasters. There may also be a physical environment you need to reconsider, an unsafe route, a neglected responsibility, or overlooked maintenance could carry hidden risk. I am not trying to fill you with suspicion, but with attentiveness. Carefulness in simple tasks prevents larger consequences later. What feels minor now could become major if ignored. During this time, strengthen your spiritual discipline. Spend intentional time in prayer, even if it feels inconvenient. Limit influences that cloud your judgment or stir unnecessary fear. Replace noise with reflection so that my guidance becomes clearer. The quieter your spirit, the louder my direction will feel. Some people around you may not understand why you are being cautious. They may accuse you of overthinking or hesitating too much. Do not let their impatience pressure you into premature decisions. I am shaping your discernment. And discernment often looks like delay to those who rush. Trust the inner nudge I am placing within you. The enemy often relies on emotional exhaustion to weaken resolve. When you are tired, you are more likely to agree to what you should decline. Protect your rest as seriously as you protect your finances. Sleep, reflection, and solitude are not luxuries, but safeguards. A rested mind sees danger more clearly than a weary one. There may be an unexpected opportunity that appears to fix several issues at once. It could promise financial ease or social advancement. Bring that opportunity before me without assumption. If peace remains steady, proceed carefully. But if unease lingers, step back immediately. I speak through peace more often than through pressure. You will also experience moments where you feel tempted to ignore this warning. Complacency will whisper that everything seems fine. That whisper is subtle, but dangerous. Stay attentive, even when circumstances appear calm. Storms often approach quietly before they become visible. I am teaching you that protection is not passive. It requires cooperation and alertness. My grace surrounds you, but your obedience keeps you aligned with it. Each careful decision you make weakens the power of what was planned against you. What could have grown into tragedy is shrinking under the weight of your awareness. Write 999 inches the comments as a declaration that you are choosing vigilance over complacency. This declaration is a sign that you are committed to staying alert in spirit and mind. Agreement strengthens your focus. Focus keeps you positioned in safety. Your active trust is part of how protection unfolds in the coming days. There may be a conversation that reveals hidden intentions. Someone may unintentionally expose information that changes how you see a situation. Do not react with anger or panic. Instead, allow clarity to guide your next step. Truth revealed at the right time prevents deeper harm. You are also being shielded from unseen spiritual attacks. Doubt may attempt to cloud your thoughts and distort your confidence. Resist those thoughts by remembering who you are under my covering. You are not abandoned, and you are not unguarded. My presence stands between you and what tries to threaten your peace. When frustration rises because plans are moving slower than expected, remind yourself that delay can be protection. What feels like inconvenience may actually be divine redirection. I see intersections ahead that you cannot yet see. Trust that I am adjusting timing for your safety. Timing matters as much as direction. Continue strengthening your boundaries with kindness, but firmness. If someone pushes you toward decisions that feel rushed, respectfully ask for time. Do not fear disappointing others when safety is involved. Temporary discomfort is better than lasting regret. Your courage to pause is preserving your future. There will also be moments when gratitude becomes your shield. Thankfulness shifts your focus from fear to faith. Even while being cautious, remain hopeful and confident in my care. Gratitude keeps your heart steady and your mind clear. A steady heart makes wise choices. The tragedy I warned you about is not inevitable. It was a possibility that required your cooperation to be avoided. Because you are listening, that possibility is fading. Continue to act with measured confidence rather than reckless speed. Each day you remain attentive. You strengthen your protection. I want you to understand that this season is shaping you into someone more discerning and spiritually mature. You will not always need such strong warnings because your sensitivity will grow. You are learning to detect danger before it becomes visible. That growth is a blessing disguised as urgency. Stay connected to me in small daily moments. Whisper prayers when uncertainty appears. Ask for clarity before making commitments. Keep your heart soft and your judgment sharp. When softness and wisdom work together, harm loses its power. There will soon be a defining moment where you realize how close you were to stepping into harm. It may come through a conversation, a piece of news, or a sudden realization about a decision you almost made. When that clarity comes, do not respond with fear. Respond with gratitude, because you will see that my warning was not exaggeration, but protection. I was guarding you from consequences that would have been painful and long-lasting. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant, dream homes, cars, trips. It's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet, so click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. In this stage, I want you to strengthen your daily discipline even more. Wake up with intention rather than rushing into the day distracted. Organize your responsibilities carefully so that nothing important is neglected. Chaos creates openings for mistakes, but order builds stability. When your environment is structured, your mind becomes clearer and your reactions become wiser. There may also be emotional triggers that attempt to pull you back into old habits. Someone might say something that irritates you deeply. An unexpected inconvenience might tempt you to respond impulsively. I am urging you to slow your reactions and breathe before speaking. Many tragedies begin with a single uncontrolled response that escalates beyond expectation. Your finances require continued caution during this period. Avoid unnecessary spending driven by stress or comparison. Pressure to keep up with others can lead you into commitments that strain your peace. I am guiding you toward long-term stability, not temporary satisfaction. Security grows through patience and discipline, not through impulsive risk. Spiritually, this is a refining season for you. You are learning that my voice often speaks quietly but firmly. When you cultivate stillness, that voice becomes unmistakable. Continue to reduce noise that confuses your thinking. Limit influences that stir doubt or negativity in your heart. A calm spirit hears direction clearly. Write 1010 inches the comments as a declaration that you are standing firm in faith and discipline. This is not a ritual but a reminder to yourself that you are choosing strength over carelessness. Strength is not loud. It is steady. Steadiness is what will carry you safely through this time. Your agreement reinforces your commitment to wisdom. You may also feel prompted to check on certain details you previously ignored. Follow those nudges carefully. A small correction now can prevent significant loss later, whether it involves paperwork, communication, or personal responsibilities. Take nothing for granted. Diligence closes gaps that accidents often exploit. There will be moments when doubt tries to whisper that you are overreacting. Do not allow that voice to silence your discernment. Caution does not mean fear. It means preparation. Preparation transforms potential tragedy into testimony. You will one day share how attentiveness saved you from avoidable pain. I also want you to strengthen your physical surroundings. Repair what has been neglected and secure what has been left open. Whether it involves safety at home, transportation, or health habits, take practical steps. Faith does not replace responsibility, it guides it. When wisdom and action work together, protection becomes stronger. In relationships, maintain honesty, but avoid unnecessary confrontation. Not every disagreement requires immediate resolution. Some issues dissolve naturally when patience is applied. Give space where space is needed and avoid forcing understanding. Peace is preserved when pride is restrained. You are being trained to see beyond appearances. A situation may look harmless on the surface, but carry hidden complications. Ask me for insight before you commit to anything significant. If clarity does not come, wait rather than guess. Waiting with faith is safer than moving with assumption. The enemy often relies on distraction through busyness. When you are overwhelmed, You overlook important details. Simplify where possible and delegate when necessary. Overcommitment increases vulnerability. Balanced living strengthens awareness. You will soon notice that some doors are closing without your effort. Do not mourn every closed door. Some closures are my mercy, preventing you from entering environments that would have harmed you. What feels like rejection may actually be rescue. Trust that I am filtering opportunities on your behalf. Your inner peace will become a reliable signal during this season. When peace withdraws suddenly, pause and evaluate. When peace remains steady, move forward carefully. Peace is not the absence of challenge, but the presence of guidance. Let that guidance shape your decisions. There may be a surprising act of kindness from someone you least expect. That kindness will be confirmation that I am surrounding you with support. Accept help when it is offered sincerely. Community strengthens protection. Isolation weakens judgment. Continue to speak life over your circumstances. Words carry power and shape atmosphere. Refuse to declare defeat or expect disaster. Instead, declare wisdom, safety, and divine covering. Your declarations align your heart with my promises. As days pass, the intensity of this warning will begin to feel less urgent. That is not because danger has vanished completely, but because you are becoming stronger and more aware. Growth reduces vulnerability. Vulnerability once created openings, but strength is closing them. Keep nurturing that strength. I want you to remain humble through this process. Do not assume that awareness makes you untouchable. Stay teachable and remain open to correction. Pride can undo what wisdom has carefully built. Humility keeps you aligned with protection. There is also a spiritual lesson unfolding beneath these events. You are learning dependence in a deeper way. You are realizing that guidance is not optional, but essential. This realization will serve you in every future season. What you are building now is lifelong discernment. When clarity finally comes about the tragedy you avoided, you will feel both relief and gratitude. Let gratitude be louder than relief. Gratitude keeps your heart soft and your spirit sensitive. Sensitivity ensures that you remain responsive to future direction. You are not walking in fear. You are walking in preparation. Preparation is an act of faith. Faith listens, adjusts, and moves with wisdom. Because you have chosen this path, the weight of impending harm is lifting from your future. Continue forward with steady focus. There is something important I need you to understand in this moment. The tragedy I warned you about was not one isolated event, but a chain of events depending on small compromises. One rushed agreement could have led to another. One emotional reaction could have opened the door to deeper conflict. By correcting the small things, you prevented the larger collapse. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is making headlines and creating new millionaires? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a 7-second brain ritual that is helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth, with proof from 4 neuroscience labs. This at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations. It is all happening, but the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. In the coming days, you may experience a test that seems minor. It may involve your temper, your spending, or your willingness to bend your standards. That small test is more important than it appears. How you respond will confirm that you have truly absorbed this lesson. Choose restraint, even if no one else sees the effort it takes. You will also notice that your perception of certain people is changing. Someone you trusted without question may now seem uncertain. This shift is not paranoia, but clarity. I am removing illusions and sharpening your ability to recognize character. Do not confront immediately, but observe carefully and adjust your boundaries quietly. There may be a moment when you feel tempted to return to an old pattern because it feels familiar. Familiarity is not always safety. Some familiar paths once led you into cycles of stress and regret. Resist the comfort of repetition if it once brought harm. Growth requires choosing differently. Even when the old way feels easier, I want you to strengthen your commitment to prayer during the early hours. Those quiet moments before the world becomes loud will anchor your judgment. Even 5 focused minutes of stillness can protect hours of decision-making later. Consistency builds spiritual sensitivity. Sensitivity keeps you aligned with my covering. Write 1,212 inches the comments as a declaration that you trust my timing over your impulses. This is a reminder to yourself that waiting is not weakness. Waiting is wisdom when guided by faith. Your trust in timing is protecting you from missteps. Each delayed reaction is reinforcing stability in your life. You may soon hear news about a situation you almost stepped into. It could involve conflict, financial trouble, or emotional drama that now unfolds without you. When you hear it, remain calm and grateful. That news will be confirmation that obedience shielded you. What once tried to pull you in no longer has access to you. There is also a health-related caution during this season. Do not ignore small signs of fatigue or imbalance. Address minor issues before they grow into larger problems. Prevention is part of protection. Care for your body as carefully as you guard your decisions. Your workplace or daily responsibilities may feel slightly unstable for a short time. Shifts in leadership, unexpected policy changes, or rumors may stir anxiety. Do not join in speculation or fear. Maintain professionalism and steady effort. Your stability will make you stand out when others react emotionally. Financially, continue to build reserves instead of chasing rapid gain. Save more than you spend where possible. Avoid investments that promise quick returns without clear structure. Stability grows through discipline, not excitement. What feels slow now will feel wise later. Emotionally, you are becoming more grounded. Situations that once would have shaken you now feel manageable. That grounding is evidence of growth. Do not underestimate how much stronger you have become. Strength built quietly is often the most reliable. There will be a subtle opportunity to correct a past mistake. It may involve apologizing, clarifying, or adjusting something unfinished. Take that opportunity seriously. Unresolved matters can reopen doors you worked hard to close. Clean up loose ends so nothing from the past has leverage over your future. As this season continues, you will begin to sense peace returning more consistently. That peace is not ignorance of danger, but confidence in protection. Confidence does not mean carelessness. Continue practicing the habits you developed during the warning phase. Habits formed in urgency should remain in calm. Write 222 inches the comments as a declaration that you are walking in divine alignment and balance. Balance is what you are learning through this process. You are balancing faith with responsibility. You are balancing trust with action. This balance is what prevents tragedy from taking root. You may also notice that certain temptations have lost their appeal. Risky decisions that once seemed attractive now feel unwise. That change is not random. Your perspective has matured. Maturity closes doors that immaturity once opened freely. I am also strengthening your intuition about timing. There will be moments when you sense that it is not the right time to speak or act. Honor that sense. Silence can be more protective than argument. Delay can be more powerful than confrontation. Someone may attempt to draw you into drama that does not belong to you. Resist the urge to mediate conflicts that are rooted in pride and manipulation. Not every problem requires your involvement. Guard your energy carefully. Preserving your peace is part of preserving your safety. You are learning that tragedy often grows from accumulation rather than explosion. Small, neglected warnings create larger consequences because you responded early. Accumulation has been interrupted. This is why early obedience matters. Prevention is always easier than repair. There will be a quiet moment soon when you realize that fear no longer controls your thinking. Instead, wisdom guides you calmly. That transformation is significant. You have moved from panic to preparation. Preparation is sustainable. Panic is exhausting. Continue speaking gratitude daily. Even when everything feels stable, gratitude keeps arrogance away. Arrogance invites carelessness. Carelessness reopens risk. Stay grounded in humility and thankfulness. You are not just avoiding harm. You are becoming stronger. The skills you are developing now will protect you in seasons far beyond this one. Discernment, patience, and discipline will become part of your identity. What began as an emergency is turning into education. I am proud of your responsiveness and your willingness to adjust. Many ignore warnings and learn through loss. You chose to learn through guidance. That choice has preserved more than you currently realize. Continue forward with calm awareness. The tragedy that once seemed imminent is now fading into distance. Remain vigilant, but not anxious. Remain faithful, but not rigid. Remain wise, but not fearful. I am walking beside you in every decision. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight, scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs. It rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. There is something deeper unfolding beneath the surface of your circumstances. The tragedy that was approaching was not only about external harm, but about internal weakness that needed strengthening. If impatience had continued unchecked, it would have created cracks in your foundation. If pride had remained unchallenged, it would have invited unnecessary conflict. By responding to correction, you have reinforced the structure of your character. Soon you will encounter a situation that mirrors a past mistake. It will look similar to something that once caused stress or regret. This time, however, you will recognize the pattern immediately. Recognition is proof that you have changed. Choose differently without hesitation and without explanation to those who do not understand your growth. There may also be subtle pressure to relax your boundaries now that the things feel calmer. Someone might suggest that you were overly cautious. Do not let outside opinions weaken your discipline. Caution that prevents harm is never foolish. Continue protecting your time, your energy, and your commitments carefully. I want you to examine your daily routines again. Small improvements will continue strengthening your stability. Organize your finances clearly and review any lingering obligations. Keep communication honest and direct to avoid misunderstanding. Order in simple matters creates resilience in complex ones. Write 1,515 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you are committed to maintaining discipline even in peaceful seasons. This is your reminder that wisdom is not seasonal. Peace should not reduce your attentiveness. Attentiveness should become part of who you are. Your agreement reinforces the habits that are protecting you. There is also a spiritual refinement taking place within your heart. You are becoming less reactive and more reflective. Reflection gives you control over your responses. Controlled responses prevent escalation. Escalation is often the doorway through which tragedy enters. In relationships, continue observing carefully. Trust is valuable, but blind trust can be dangerous. Allow actions to confirm words over time. Consistency reveals true character. You are learning to measure trust through patterns rather than promises. You may experience a moment where frustration resurfaces unexpectedly. Something small could irritate you more than it should. That irritation is not random. It is a test of whether you will return to old patterns or continue walking in maturity. Choose calm restraint and watch how quickly tension dissolves. Financial temptation may appear again in a different form. An investment, purchase, or partnership might seem attractive. This time, your discernment will speak faster. Listen to it immediately. Delay any commitment until clarity is undeniable. Your health and rest remain important. Fatigue lowers defenses and clouds. Judgment. Continue honoring your need for sleep and balanced nutrition. Self-neglect can quietly reopen vulnerability. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It is wise stewardship. You will soon notice that opportunities are appearing that align with stability rather than chaos. These opportunities will not feel rushed or pressured. They will come with steady peace. Move toward them carefully, but confidently. Peaceful progress is a sign of alignment. Write 1,717 inches the comments as a declaration that you are choosing steady growth over rushed success. Growth that is steady becomes lasting. Rushed success often hides fragile foundations. Your patience is shaping durability. Durability protects your future. The enemy's strategy often depends on timing. When you were distracted, vulnerability was high. Now that you are attentive, vulnerability is lower. This shift has reduced the force of what once approached you. Remain aware of timing in your decisions. There may be a need to distance yourself quietly from an influence that no longer feels safe. You do not need confrontation to create space. Gradual withdrawal can be powerful. Protecting your environment protects your mindset. Your environment shapes your decisions more than you realize. You are also learning the value of silence. Not every thought needs to be spoken. Not every disagreement needs to be addressed immediately. Silence gives you space to evaluate. Evaluation prevents reaction-driven mistakes. A subtle breakthrough is forming in your life because of this growth. What once felt unstable is beginning to stabilize. Confidence rooted in discipline is replacing anxiety rooted in uncertainty. That confidence is not arrogance. It is assurance born from alignment. Alignment is what keeps tragedy from regaining strength. Continue speaking words of life over your path. Declare safety, clarity, and wisdom daily. Words reinforce belief. Belief shapes action. Action determines outcome. You are beginning to see how close you once were to unnecessary loss. That awareness should create gratitude rather than fear. Gratitude keeps you humble. Humility keeps you receptive to guidance. Receptiveness keeps you protected. There will soon be confirmation that the worst has passed. It may come through calm circumstances or resolve tension. Do not interpret that confirmation as a signal to relax completely. Instead, let it remind you of the power of obedience. Obedience is what redirected the course of events. I am strengthening your long-term stability through these lessons. The habits you built during urgency must now become permanent practices. Discipline, discernment, and prayer should not fade as danger fades. Keep them alive intentionally. You are not defined by the threat that once approached you. You are defined by how you responded to it. You listened, adjusted, and matured. That response changed your trajectory. What was meant to harm you became a tool for refinement. Your future now carries a different tone than it did before this warning. Instead of walking toward hidden risk, you are walking with heightened awareness. Awareness invites preparation. Preparation invites peace. Remain steady and grounded in the days ahead. Do not let complacency slowly erode what you built. Continue seeking my direction, even in small decisions. Small guidance prevents large regret. The emergency that once demanded your attention has transformed into wisdom that will serve you for years. That transformation is a blessing. You are stronger, sharper, and more balanced than before. Keep walking in that strength. That change alone has altered the direction of your path. What once looked like an unavoidable tragedy has been weakened by your obedience and awareness. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth, supported by 4 neuroscience labs. This easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations. It's all becoming possible, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something I need you to remember as peace becomes more consistent. Just because the loud warning has softened does not mean the lesson should fade. The enemy often waits for comfort to return before attempting subtle disruption again. Stay alert without becoming anxious. Alertness rooted in faith is strength, not stress. You may soon encounter someone who reappears in your life after distance. Their return may feel familiar and even comforting before reopening doors fully. Observe whether true change has taken place. Familiarity can disguise old patterns. Discernment will protect you from repeating cycles you worked hard to break. In your daily responsibilities, continue choosing order over chaos. Keep your commitments clear and your priorities organized. Disorganization breeds confusion, and confusion opens the door to mistakes. You have learned how small oversights can create larger consequences. Let that memory guide you gently without creating fear. Financially, maintain the discipline you built. Avoid stretching beyond your capacity simply because stability has returned. Growth must be sustainable to remain safe. Quick expansion without solid structure can collapse easily. Slow, steady progress will preserve your peace. There may be a quiet opportunity to speak truth into a tense situation. When that moment comes, choose words carefully and calmly. Truth delivered with gentleness prevents unnecessary conflict. Conflict that is avoided through wisdom cannot grow into tragedy. You are learning that tone matters as much as content. You are also becoming more aware of your emotional triggers. Situations that once pulled you into reaction now feel manageable. That control is evidence of maturity. Continue practicing pause before response. A pause of even a few seconds can prevent hours of regret. Write 1,919 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you are choosing maturity over impulse. This declaration reminds you that growth is intentional. Impulse once placed you near danger. Maturity is now guiding you towards stability. Your agreement strengthens that commitment in your spiritual life. Remain consistent even when circumstances feel calm. Do not reduce your prayer time simply because urgency has faded. Urgency introduced discipline, but discipline must remain even without pressure. Consistency builds long-term protection. Protection that is consistent prevents future emergencies. You may hear about challenges that others are facing similar to what you nearly experienced. Instead of fear, let compassion rise in your heart. Offer support where appropriate, but do not allow their situation to pull you into panic. Your path has been redirected for a reason. Gratitude should accompany every reminder of what you avoided. There is also a need for continued humility. Success in avoiding harm can quietly create overconfidence. Overconfidence weakens caution. Remain grounded in the understanding that guidance preserved you. You did not escape alone. Acknowledging that truth keeps your heart receptive, your health remains an area of stewardship. Continue addressing small issues before they grow. Maintain balance in rest and activity. Your body and mind work together in decision-making. A healthy foundation strengthens clarity. You may sense a new door beginning to open, one that feels stable rather than rushed. This opportunity will not pressure you. It will unfold gradually with confirmation. Approach it with the same discernment you practiced during urgency. Stability is built through careful steps, not leaps of impatience. Write Amen in the comments as a declaration that you recognize my protection over your life. This is not repetition of fear, but acknowledgement of preservation. Gratitude seals lessons into memory. Memory keeps you from repeating old mistakes. Your agreement honors the growth you have experienced. In relationships, continue valuing depth over quantity. You do not need many voices influencing your decisions. A few trustworthy connections are enough. Quality strengthens stability. Stability prevents unnecessary drama. There may be a temptation to revisit something you declined earlier. Perhaps curiosity or pride will whisper that you can handle it now. Re-evaluate carefully before reconsidering. Some doors are best left closed permanently. Closure is sometimes protection in disguise. You are developing a quieter confidence now. This confidence does not seek attention or validation. It simply rests in the knowledge that you are guided. Guided people move differently than pressured people. You are no longer pressured by urgency, but guided by awareness. Continue reviewing your goals with patience. Adjust where necessary without frustration. Flexibility prevents rigidity from creating conflict. Rigidity can turn minor inconvenience into major disruption. Adaptation rooted in wisdom keeps your path smooth. You may soon experience a moment of reflection where you clearly see the turning point. That reflection will show you how listening changed everything. Allow that realization to deepen your trust. Trust strengthens obedience. Obedience sustains protection. The atmosphere around your life is calmer because your choices have shifted. What once threatened to shake you has lost momentum. Remain grateful without becoming complacent. Gratitude fuels vigilance in a healthy way. I am not only protecting you from tragedy, I am shaping you into someone who avoids it naturally. Your instincts are becoming sharper. Your reactions are becoming steadier. Your discipline is becoming consistent. These qualities will serve you long beyond this season. Do not underestimate the power of quiet growth. Loud warnings get attention, but quiet habits create lasting change. You are building habits that will guard your future. Guarded futures carry peace rather than chaos. Stay connected to me daily. Even in ordinary moments, whisper prayers while driving or working. Seek clarity before important conversations. Invite guidance into every decision. These small acts sustain alignment. The tragedy that once stood near you has now retreated because you responded in faith and wisdom. Continue walking in that alignment. Peace will remain when discipline remains. Stability will grow when humility remains. Your journey from urgency to understanding has strengthened you deeply. You are not the same person who first heard the warning. You are more attentive, more patient, and more grounded. That transformation is already a blessing by itself. Do you know why everyone is whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the world, proven by neuroscience. This 7-second method is helping ordinary people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you are seeing this, you are very lucky. The page could disappear at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to learn this secret before it is deleted forever. You are walking in a calmer season now. But I want you to understand something clearly. Calm does not mean careless, and peace does not mean passive. The reason you are experiencing stability is because you responded when I called your attention. Your obedience shifted the direction of events that were quietly moving toward harm. That shift must now be protected through consistency. There is a subtle transition taking place inside you. At first, you listened because you felt urgency. Now you are listening because you have tasted the fruit of wisdom. That fruit is peace, clarity, and protection. Once you experience the safety that comes from discernment, you no longer crave reckless movement. You begin valuing slow, steady steps more than rushed excitement. In the coming weeks, there may be a situation that tests your patience again. It may not look dramatic, but it will invite you to compromise slightly. A small exaggeration, a delayed responsibility, or a careless assumption may seem harmless. Remember that tragedy often begins through small neglect. Guard the small things with the same seriousness you gave to the larger warning. You may also encounter someone who questions your recent caution. They may say you have changed or become too careful. They will not understand the growth that has taken place inside you. Do not feel pressured to explain your boundaries. Growth often makes others uncomfortable when they benefited from your old patterns. Write 777 inches the comments as a declaration that you are remaining spiritually alert and grounded. This is your reminder that alertness is now part of your identity. You are no longer easily moved by urgency or pressure. Your stability is rooted in awareness. Awareness is what preserved you. Financial discipline must remain strong, even when temptation returns in a new form. There may be an offer that seems safer than previous ones, yet still carries hidden risk. Examine every detail carefully. Ask questions privately before agreeing publicly. Quiet research protects you from public regret. Your emotional strength has grown, but it still needs care. Avoid environments that drain you unnecessarily. Protect your rest as carefully as you protect your resources. Fatigue is one of the most common openings for poor judgment. When you are rested, your clarity becomes sharper. There will soon be confirmation that the danger you once sensed has fully passed. It may come through a conversation revealing what could have happened, or through watching chaos you narrowly avoided. When that confirmation comes, do not respond with pride. Respond with humility and gratitude. Humility preserves protection. You are also entering a season where new responsibility may be placed in your hands. Because you proved faithful in caution, I can trust you with greater stability. Responsibility requires maturity, and maturity is what you have developed. Handle new opportunities with the same care that guided you through urgency. Promotion without discipline can lead back to risk. Write 555 inches the comments as a declaration that you are committed to steady growth and wise decisions. Growth should feel balanced, not frantic. Frantic energy creates blind spots. Balanced growth strengthens foundations. Your agreement reminds you that patience remains your ally. In relationships, continue valuing consistency over charm. Observe actions over time, instead of being moved only by emotional appeal. You have learned how quickly misplaced trust can create vulnerability. Do not close your heart, but do not open it blindly either. Balanced openness protects your peace. You may face a moment when you are tempted to prove something to someone. Pride may whisper that you should show your capability or independence. Resist that urge if it requires risky action. You do not need to prove your strength through recklessness. True strength is quiet and disciplined. Spiritually, remain sensitive to subtle nudges. My voice will not always come with intensity now. It may come as a gentle hesitation or a quiet confirmation. Respect those small signals. Small signals prevented a large tragedy before, and they will continue protecting you. There may also be a chance to help someone else avoid a mistake, similar to the one you almost made. Share wisdom gently, without arrogance. Let your experience become guidance for others. Protection multiplies when lessons are shared humbly. Your growth can become someone else's rescue. Continue reviewing your habits regularly. Ask yourself where complacency may be trying to return. Complacency grows slowly and quietly. Address it early before it regains strength. Prevention remains easier than correction. You are not meant to live